Yeah. Is my voice is audible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Is I'm audible? Is my voice is audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to remember this code, okay? How reader is performing and how writer is performing. Writer code is very simple, okay? Writer code is very simple, only 3 lines. It will only found wait of write, okay? Now we can write now. We can see here what is done. If writer wishes to access the file, okay, the wait operation is performed. Now, if writer wishes to access the file, the wait operation is performed on write semaphore, which decrement the write to 0, and no other write can be access the file. Okay. Now, on accomplish the writing job by the writer who was accessing the file, the signal operation is performed. Now, this is very simple. Suppose I want a system, suppose there is a no file inside my system. Now, suppose writer want to perform, so what we will do? So it will simply, जो हम लोग का write mutex था क्या था पहला उसका value 1 था. So first of all I call this one. So when I call this I will check while condition है कि नहीं? While write of this is less than equal to 0. Okay, now this is false. If it is false, the first writer will write the file. That means the first writer inside the system. Okay, now you can see. Now you can see if one writer अगर है क्या दूसरा writer आ सकता है? Now suppose another writer is, now it will decrement the value of write to 0. So suppose one more writer WT want to access this one. Now again what he will do? He will again call this function write of weight of write. Now whenever you call this function weight of write, now weight value is 0. What will happen? The W2 will be stuck here. W2 जो क्या हुआ आपका यहीं पर जाएगा. अब W3 आएगा देन वो भी यहाँ पर स्टक होगा. Now similarly अगर कोई राइटर आएगा यहाँ पर, if some writer want to access, okay, if some writer want to access, now again this will be not going to allow him because the right value यहाँ पर अगर देखेंगे हम लोग, अगर previous example में देखेंगे तो वो पहले क्या करता, पहला राइटर था वो रीड काउंट. नाउ देखो रीड काउंट 1 हुआ पहला राइटर. नाउ वो क्या कॉल करेगा? वेट ऑफ राइट को कॉल करेगा. नाउ व्हाट इज वैल्यू ऑफ राइट हियर? वैल्यू ऑफ राइट इज 0. वैल्यू ऑफ राइट इज 0. yes or no? Value of right is 0. If value of right is 0, then what will happen? Now writer also wait here. Now writer will also wait. That means writer will also not. Okay, so we will discuss one by one each and every cases, four different cases, okay, of this reader writer problem. So let us discuss one by one how we can basically we can say how we can get this solution for this problem. Okay, so now let me show you the case number 1. Yes, so this is my case number 1. So what is the case number 1? So it is very simple. If one is writing, okay, that means writing is not allowed. That is when two or more than process are willing to write, then it is not allowed. Okay, so let us see how it is working. Okay, how it is working. We have initialized the semaphore value. Now, what we have done, now we have initialized the semaphore value right equal to 1. Now, suppose there are two process P0 and P1. Okay, there's two process P0 and P1 who wants to write. Fine. Let we assume now this is my file, okay, where I want to write, update it. Okay, जहां हम लोग को अपडेट करना है. दो प्रोसेस है आपका P0 एंड P1. अब दोनों को क्या करना है? राइट करना है. दोनों क्या करना है? Both of them will be perform write operation. Now let what we assume. Now suppose this P1 is first entered. Now first entered. Now if we enter, so first of all what he will do? He will going to call this write process. Okay, write process को call करेगा. That means the P0 will call the write process. So whenever we call this write process, so it will execute this wait of write. That means now it will decrement the value of write to 0. The value of write to 0. So now whenever P1 will be trying to access that one, it will not going to allow. Because if you see the code for the write process, ठीक है, code for the write process क्या था? Wait of, पहले क्या था करना था? Wait of write. Now if it is true, then we are allowing access the file or file can be updated. I can write file can be updated. File can be updated. Then after before coming in, I have to make signal of what? Signal of write. Now this is the code for the write. So if you see, if you see what happened here, now if the first process P0 accessing, so it will be entered to this one. But if P1 tried to access this one now P1 again will run this code. Okay, what happened? The P1 again will run this code. If P1, if trying to run this code, what will happen? Now this value of write will be 0. If it is 0, now P1 will be stuck here. P1 will not allow. Okay, similarly, there is one more process P2 which is willing to write. Now you can see again this will call this process of write here. So if it is calling the process for the write, now again P2 will be not allowed. Okay. Now second case we can assume that now suppose this is P0 is finished executing. So before executing, finish executing, what it will do? It will call the signal of S. किसको call करेगा वो? Signal of So we are discussing the case number 1. Okay. So case number 1 when both the writer is try to access that our saved data item. Suppose this is my file. Okay. Now the true process, if I say this process P0 and P1, and both want to operate the write function. Fine. This is what also want to operate the write function. This is want to also operate the write function. And suppose I assume that this process P0, okay, this process P0 is requested first. Okay. So what will happen? So as this process P0 will request first, so it will be going to execute this write procedure call. This is our, as we have already seen, this is a code for what? This is a code for, I can say this is a code for your write process. Whenever the write process process with write operation is requested, this code is executed. So let me execute. Now what it will do, P0 will execute this code. So as we know, the value of initial value of write will be what? The initial value of write will be equal to 1. Yes or no? So whenever P0 want to execute, now it will call wait of the write function. So we know that. So when we call this wait of the write function, now this wait function is defined as, so first of all I will check while this WRITE write is less than equal to 0 according to the wait function in a semaphore. If it is so, then that will be a semicolon. Okay. If it is true, then it is a semicolon. Else, what I will do, simply I will take this not as, I will take write. Okay. So I will write here this write. Okay. This write equal to write minus 1. So what will we do? We will decrement the value of write here. Okay. And semicolon, then we come up. Now what we'll do, P0 will call this function as we are assuming that. But we are assuming that now this P0 will be going first. Now P0 will call this function. So when I will call this function, I will check this condition. So now what we will do, we will check this condition. Now what happened? This condition is false here because what is the value? What is the value of write here? The value of write is 1. So now 1 is not less than or equal to 0, which is false. If it is false, P0 will be come here. Okay, P0 will come here.
what simply it will do, it will decrement the value of write, which will be equal to 0. So once after decrementing, okay, this function is completed. So it will goes to the file where it can perform a write operation on it. Okay, so we can see here what he is saying that now write into the file. Now P0 is writing into file. Now what happened? This is my file or set of data that should be accessed. Now P0 is here. Now P0 is shifted to here. Now what I will do at the same time when the P0 in this writing process, so when P0 is performing writing process, suppose another process P1 is want to access perform a write operation. Okay, तब क्या हो रहा है P0 P1 भी आपका क्या बोल रहा है कि मुझे भी write operation करना है. Now according to case number 1, if it is write operation, okay, so as we know we will going to discuss 4 different cases in the this problem of reader writer problem. Okay, now according to the case number 1, if both the process are want to perform write operation, so it should be allowed or not allowed? It should not be allowed. Okay, so then what we have to do, now one process have to wait until the other process have finished this writing process. Okay, so we can say that is when two or more process, okay, two or more, then two process are willing to write, then it is not allowed. Okay, and only one process is allowed and other can be wait. Let me see whether this is working or not. Now what happened? Now process P1. Now what happened? The process P1 request. Okay. Now if it is request, so again I will what I will do, I will call simply I will call this code for the write process. Fine. So again what happened? The P1 will be going to call very first line which is your weight of write. ठीक है, सब आप वेट ऑफ राइट अभी कॉल करेंगे. सो वेट ऑफ राइट देखिए अभी क्या है. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ राइट? वैल्यू ऑफ राइट इज 0. ओके, नाउ what is now this condition? Now this condition will be true for which function? For P1. Okay, for P1 now this will be true. If for P1 if it is true, then what will happen? Now it will going to wait here. Now it will not allow. That means now P1 is going to wait here. Now P1 will be going to wait here. Okay, so it will not allowed to write in a file. So this is ensure that now we can ensure that this code is ensuring that if one process is writing, other process cannot be. Similarly, if you take another function, another process, or we can say, suppose process P3. Now suppose process P3 is also willing to write the file or update in a file. Okay, the process P3 is also what we want to do. Again, he is also willing to update the file. ठीक है. So now what he will do? Now it want to update the file. So first of all, the process P2 और P3 भी क्या करेगा? वो इस write code को execute करेगा. Now it also request for write code. Now if it is requesting for the write code, very first statement is this one. Now what is the condition? Now for the process P3, now this condition is again true. This condition is again true. If it is true, what is happening here? Now P3 is also waiting here. So you can take any number of process. Okay, any number of process here. You can take n number of process. But what will happen if one process is performing a writing operation? So in this case, P0 is performing a writing or updation operation. Then other process should be wait until the P0 is finished. Okay, this is your case number 1. This is our case number 1. That means if one process are performing a operation, we will not allow the process. Or we can say if more than 2 processes are willing to update a file, it should not be allowed. Fine. So you can note down this one. All of you note down this example, how we are performing. Just note down the example, how we are performing. Okay, so let me clear this thing. Let me clear. So here you can see the explanation for this one. Okay, so you can read the explanation for this example. How we are not allowing. Now, suppose initially we are taking a semaphore here, which is right of equal to 1. Now, suppose two process P0 and P1 want to write and let. So what we will do? Let the process P0 to first enter to the code. The moment P0 enters, so what we will do? It will update this function weight of write and decrement the value of write to 0. Fine. So once it is decrement the value of write to 0, what will happen? Now, so once it is decrement write to value 0 and continue to write the finds. Okay. So now suppose P1 wants to enter the same time again. So what it will allow? Now what it will do? Now P1 again call this function. Okay. What P1 will do? The P1 again will call this function. Fine. So while calling this function, okay. So when P1 call this function, so it will execute again. It will call while calling this function. Now value of the wait function will be 0. Now what will happen? Now it will be wait on this position. Therefore, as per definition of wait, it will go to the waiting state. Now suppose the P1 finishes task and it will what we will do? It will call the signal of write. Okay, so whenever it will call the signal of write, it will increment the value of semaphore to 1 again. Now if you see, okay, now if P1 is want to access or want to write, since the semaphore value is greater than 0, now that is allowed. That means if one process is already executed, the second one can perform. Okay, now this is our second condition. Okay, case number 2, where we're performing a read write operation. So whenever you're performing a read write operation, you can see whether it is allowed or not allowed. Okay, whether it is allowed or not allowed. So let us see how it is going to perform. Okay, how it is going to perform. So again, same case we will take a 5 here. Now I'm taking a 5 here. Now this is 5. Now we are assembling two process here. One is your P0 and other one is your P1. Fine. Clear? So now we are assuming that this process P0 is want to perform a read operation, and this process P2 is want to perform, P1 is want to perform a write operation. And we are assuming that suppose P1 is first requested, so it is as the file is empty, it can be allowed. So now what happened here? Now if you see the if P1 is want to execute, now what the P1 will do? Now P1 will first going to call the code for the reader function. Okay, so if you see in the reader function, okay, now this is our reader function. Okay, now you can see here, you can clearly see here that this is our reader function. So this is the very first reader. Okay, so we are taking a semaphore called mutex equal to 1 and a variable read count equal to 0. Now the variable read count is basically used for read the number of we can say the number of readers present in my system. Now suppose the process P0 and P1 are in a system and P0 want to read. Okay, now P0 want to read while P1 want to write. Now what P0 is want to perform? Now it want to perform a read operation and P1 want to perform a write operation. Now suppose we are assuming that P0 is entered. Okay. Now whenever the P0 is entered, now what will we do? We will call the wait of mutex. So what will happen here? So whenever we call weight of mutex, so initially we know that the value of the mutex is equal to 1. So when this function is called weight of mutex, now it will become what? 0. Its value become 0. Okay. And along with that, it will increment the read count. Now there is a read count that will be incremented. So 0 is become 1 because we can say one reader. The read count will indicate how many readers are basically present in my system at any instant of time. How many readers are basically present in my system. So we can see here the read count equal to 1. Okay. So as soon as the read count becomes 1, so we will run this particular code. This code is for the single reader. So we have to ensure that. So whenever there is one reader inside the system, no other writer can be allowed. And it is a job of the very first reader. We have to ensure that if he is entered, then other writer cannot be allowed. Now you can see here what he is doing. Now if read count equal to 1, if this value is equal to 1, that means if there is one reader present in my system, then what I am doing, I am calling this function weight of write. Now there is one more semaphore which is called write. Now what initially value of write is there? The initial value of write is 1. So as soon as call this function, now what P0 will be do? P0 will call this function. So as soon as you call this function, what will happen? Now this mutex value become, or this write value will become equal to 0. Okay. Now we will decrement this one. So which will clearly prove that if any one or more of reader is reading, then no one write will be allowed. Now we can assume that suppose now this purpose so this P1 is want to execute. So what he will do? So if P1 want to execute, what he will do? So he will call the function weight of. So as you can see the reader code. Okay. Sorry, as you can see the writer code. First function is have to call, which is weight of write. Yes or no? So whenever this P1 is calling this weight of write, okay. So what will happen? Now this write value is 0 here. Okay, now again I will check this while condition. So again I will check this while. Okay, write. So while I'm taking write is less than equal to 0. So you can see here write value is 0. Now this condition will be true. For which process? For the process P1, who is want to performing a write operation. Okay, now this process, this will be true. If it will be true, now what will happen? Now this will be not allowed to access the file. So I can ensure that if one or more than one reader are inside the system or reading the file, then no other writers are allowed to write in my file. So this is the code. Okay, this is the code we can say. Now once this is finished, once this thing is finished, if it is the first reader, then simply is come out, then it will make mutex equal to 1. Now it will take 0, it will become 1. That means other writers, other readers can be allowed. Okay, the mutex increment the value of mutex, so ensure that other readers can be allowed. Fine. Now in this way we can ensure that, okay, we can ensure that whenever or when one or more than one process is reading the file, okay, when one or more than one process is reading the file, then writing by other process is not allowed. Okay, so that is the conclusion of this case number 2 here. So when one or two process is reading the file, the other are not allowed. I hope it is clear to all of you. So you can make note of this case number 2. Okay, all of you make note of this because you have to write in a lab copy. So just write down this is the case number 2 and this is the explanation for that. Okay, finished. So let me clear this thing. Okay, so yeah, so we will going to discuss the case number 3. So case number 3 is just simple. So whenever one is performing writing, then other reader cannot be allowed. That means when if one process is writing into the file, then reading of, or we can say reading by another process is not allowed. So let us see how it is working. Now again I will take same example. Now this is my file. Okay, this is my file. And suppose there's two process. Suppose this is process P0 and this is process P1. Now the process P0 is want to perform a write operation and process P1 want to perform a read operation. Now suppose we will allow the P0 to perform this one. Okay. Now what happened? Now I will initialize a semaphore where it's write equal to 1. There is a semaphore which it is called write and which will be initialized to 1. Now suppose P0 and P1. Now I'm taking two process P0 and P1 are in system and P1 wants to write and while P1 wants to read. And suppose P0 is entered. Now P0 is entered. If you know the code for the writer, now first of all it will call wait of what? So it will going to call wait of write. So no. Now it will call the wait of write function. Okay? Wait of write function को call किया. Now जब ये wait of write function को call करेगा now process P1. So what we will do, now check what I will check. Now this function will what it will do. This function is nothing but while. Okay, while it will be while write is less than is equal to 0. Now I can see this condition is false because while write value is 1, so it will make it as 0. Okay. Now once it is false, so it will be allowed to perform a operation or write operation. Now this P1 is allowed to perform an operation or write operation. Now what will happen? Now suppose at the same time, suppose P1 is also want to execute this, suppose want to read a file. Now we know that this is the very first process. If it is the very first process, what will happen? Now this is a code for the, we can say this is a code for the your reader process. Okay, reader process. Now what reader process do? There is a called mutex. Okay, जिसका वैल्यू क्या था 1 था semaphore था इसका mutex वैल्यू 1 था. Now I will decrement the read count equal to 1. Okay, because this is the very first process. So what we will do? We will decrement the read count equal to 1. Okay, and we will call, first of all we call this function called wait mutex. So it will also decrement the mutex value equal to 0. Fine, fine. Now what happened? There is a read count. That means there is one reader want to access. So read count equal to 1. And again mutex we will allow only one reader to present in a system at any instant of time. We will not allow more than one user or reader to present in my system. Fine. So what we will do here? So it will, the reader will apply this one. The read count is equal to 1, which is 2. That is very first reader. Now this reader will call this function. Now once this function is called, now this is P1 mine. This is my P1. Now this P1 wants to call this function. If this call this function, now it will call wait of write. Now you can see here the wait of write value. Again we check the while condition. Now if we observe here, the value of write is 0. The value of write is 0. If it is 0, what will happen? Now this process P1 will going to stuck here. The process P1 is going to stuck here. That means the process P1 will be left here. So if the process P1 is wait here, we can ensure that okay, it will never enter into the file system, or we can say it will enter into the infinite loop and will not allow to produce further, which will clearly prove that if one process is writing, okay, then no other readers are allowed to access the file. Fine, this is the case number 3. So what we have said, if one process is performing a write operation, so we can say that the other process are not allowed or other readers are not allowed. So as we can see, what will happen? So as soon as the writer will complete writing. So what he will do? He will simply write signal of, what he will do? Call a function called signal of write. Now what will happen? Now once you perform the signal of write, this function define the write value will implemented. That means write will be equal to write plus 1. Now this write will be equal to write plus 1. What will happen? This write value, the write value will be equal to 1. Now when this is 1, now you can see this value will be false. If it is false, that means now P0 is completed. Now P0 is came out of this particular file system. That means it does not want to write anymore. Now what will happen? This write file is ideal. If it is ideal, so what I can do? I can allow another process which is want to read. So this condition will false. If this condition is false, what will happen? We can ensure that there is no process in my system. Then we can allow other process to execute. I hope it is clear to all of you. Case number 3. Okay, so case number 3 is very simple. So in a reader-writer problem, if you are having a reader-writer problem, so the reader-writer problem say that if one process is performing a writing operation, so at the same time, I will not going to allow other process to perform the read operation. Okay, either one reader or more than one readers are not allowed. So what we have seen 3 cases till now. We have seen case number 1, where one writer is writing, if other writer is request, then we will not allow. Then case number 2, if one reader is performing a reading, okay, one or more reader is performing a reading operation on a file, then at the same time, if one writer is wished to update the file, so should be allowed or not? Yes, it should not be allowed, because again it will create inconsistency in my data. So if there is inconsistency, we will not allow this situation. And the third case we have studied, okay, or we have analyzed that if one writer is performing an updation operator in a file, okay, if one writer is performing updation in a file, at the same time, if one or more reader are requesting to read a file, then should be allowed or not? Yes, we should not allow. This is also not allowed. So we have to ensure that these 3 cases should not be happen. Okay, the write operation, then the read-write operation, then the write-read operation should not be there. Then we will look the 4th case. Okay, we will look the 4th case where one process are reading a file. Okay, if one process is reading a file, at the same time, if another process is requested to read a file, so whether we allow or not, yes, we can allow or not, yes, we will allow this one, because at the same instant of time, 2 readers can be allowed to access this file. Fine, this is case number 4. So we will analyze the case number 4. Then I will show you the C programming implementation, how we can implement this reader-writer concept. Okay, how we can implement this reader-writer concept using the C programming language. Okay, how we use the C programming language for implementing this one. Okay, so first of all, you write down this explanation for part number 3. Okay, all of you write down. So you have to write in a lab copy. So write down this explanation, all of you. it over, is it completed? Okay, so do, as the time is ended for second session, do join in the third session where we will going to discuss the fourth case. Okay, then I will explain the C programming part. I will implement and show you. Then I will share the code with you. Then you have to run that program and show the file, run the program and show the output to me. Okay, fine. So we will stop here. Is it clear? So do rejoin the session in the same link. Okay.